Good morning, Year 3. I thought we would start our English lesson a little bit differently this morning, and I would give you a tiny challenge just to wake you up a little bit on this Thursday morning. I wonder if you can see how many things around your house that you can go and hunt for now in 5 minutes that begin with the letter F or F. So have a look and see, pause the video and just go out on a little hunt for me, just to warm your brains up, and let your teachers know how many things you find. Okay, so hopefully that activity has woken you up a little bit, given you some energy and got you to move around. So now we're moving on to our third lesson of contractions. If you could please pause the video, do the long date, title and wilf, and underline all three, just like I have on the screen here, neatly with a ruler. Pause the video and do that for me now. Okay, so our wilfs for today. The bronze wilf is that you will write the given words into their contracted form and their expanded form, so you have to do both. So sometimes you'll be making them into the shorter contracted form and sometimes you'll be expanding them. So for example, cannot would become can't, but you might be given can't and then have to write it into the expanded form, cannot. The silver is to turn the sentences with the expanded form into sentences with the contracted form. The gold is to write the sentence adding in the missing apostrophes, and the challenge is to apply your learning to a variety of different questions. Okay, so let's just have a little warm up. Can you pause the video and match the contractions? So can you match the contracted form? They're over here with our ants on the left hand side with the expanded form, okay, over here on the right hand side. Now the first one's been done for you. He'd matches up with he would. Okay, so pause the video and try and match them. Let's see if you were right. So can't, what does that become? It becomes cannot. Well done. What about I'll? It becomes I will. Super. What about shouldn't? It becomes should not. Haven't. Have not. They've. Becomes they have. And she'd. She would. So well done if you got those right, and well done for giving it a go. So our little warm up as well today is conversations between two people. Can you see the expanded form and change it into what it should be in contracted form? Just by saying it out loud, you don't need to write it down, but pause the video and see if you can see which ones you need to contract down and what they would contract to. Okay, so let's have a look and see if you've got this right. So, I can't, rather than I cannot, ride a skateboard. I'm, instead of I am, scared of falling off. Don't is instead of do not worry. It's instead of it is easy. I'll instead of I will show you how. And then over here, do you think we will be taller next year? Yes, we're instead of we are growing all the time. So well done if you change those correctly. So the bronze task today, you'll be given, like I said, the expanded form and the contracted form in a table, and then you just need to write into your books the expanded form and then what it is in contracted form, or the contracted form and what it is in the expanded form. If you want to draw it in a table in your books really neatly, you can draw a line down the middle if you want to. So if you're given the words we are, what is that in contracted form? What does that look like? Well, we're putting the words together and it becomes we are. The letter A is missing, so we are becomes we're. There's apostrophe where the A is missing. What about don't? What if I was going to expand that rather than having it as do not? If I had it as don't, what would that be? Do not. Well done. So don't, the apostrophe here is representing the missing O, so don't is actually do not. So your bronze task today is to complete the Andrew apostrophe sheet. The answers are on the last page for you to find, okay? So if you want to have a go at bronze now, remember you don't have to do bronze and silver and gold and challenge each day. You can just do the bronze, or you can do the bronze and then move on to the silver if you'd like to, or do the silver and move on to the gold. And I always say to my class that they need to do at least the gold before they try the challenge, just so that they know that they are secure in trying that before they move on. So if you'd like to have a go at the bronze, then do your Andrew apostrophe sheet now. If you'd like to have a look at the silver, I'm going to play that for you now. So you're being asked in silver to change the sentence to contain the contracted form. So here we've got the sentence, tomorrow we are going to the beach. Now what you need to do, step one, is find the contraction. So the contraction here, the two words that we need to contract together are we are. So step two, find the contracted form. So what is the contracted form for we are? It is we're. Now that's were if I don't put in apostrophe, so you need to be careful to put in that apostrophe for the missing A. And then step three is to write the sentence into your book. So I would now write the sentence into my book, okay? Tomorrow we're going to the beach, okay? So that's your silver task today, to follow those 3 steps. And your task is the contraction detective, okay? So the contraction detective sheet, write the contracted form of the words, write the full sentences into your books, please, remembering those capital letters and the punctuation at the end. So if you'd like to do the silver, you can pause the video and look at silver now, or if you'd like to go on to have a look at the gold challenge, then golden challenge, then you can. Okay, so for the gold, you have been given sentences with missing apostrophes, and you need to write the sentences into your books with the apostrophes in the correct place. So have a look at this sentence here. What's the time, please? Where is the missing apostrophe? Where have 2 words been contracted into one? It's what, isn't it? So what is the time, please? So where would the apostrophe go? It would go in between the T and the S. So it would now become this. What's with the apostrophe here? The time, please. And that is what you will write into your books, okay, with the apostrophe. Again, remembering capital letters. And because this is a question, we use a question mark. Okay, let's look at the next sentence then. Where's the key for the front door? This is another question. So where are the 2 words that are being contracted together? Where's the contracted form? It's where's. And what is it contracted from? Where is. So the apostrophe goes in between the E and the S because the I is missing. Where's the key for the front door? Again, capital letter at the beginning, especially if the sentence has been given to you. I want to see correct spelling, please, and then your question mark at the end. So the gold task today is to do the missing apostrophe sheet, and the answers are on the last page. And then if you want to do challenge, like I said, I'd like you to try gold first. You don't have to do bronze and silver. You can just start with gold, and then you can do the challenge if you want to. But do gold first before you do the challenge. The challenge questions are on the next page. So you'll have to pause the video, and then the answers are on the final page. So good luck. Okay, so here are the challenge questions. We've got question 7 here. So pause the video for that one. So write those sentences into your books using the contractions for the underlined words. And number 8, you're being asked to contract the word pairs below and use them to complete the sentences. So you've been given the word pairs, contract them down first of all, write them in the sentences and write them into your book. Those sentences A, B, C and D. And the third question, which is 9, Ali has rewritten a story without using any contractions. You're going to be like a teacher for this question. Find and correct all of his mistakes. So you need to go through and find his missing apostrophes, okay? So let's pause for this one if you want this question, and the answers for the challenge for you to self-mark are on the next page. And there are your challenge answers. So well done for all of your hard work today. I will see you next week for your English. Have a lovely afternoon.